Hari Om, Shri Ram Ambadnyam. So in this video 2, that is in second video, we are going to discuss how the process of speech development takes place in the child. See, milestones we have seen. Now today in this video I am not going to discuss anything about the milestone. But exactly when I see speech development, how and what exactly happens and how the child learns to speak, that we are going to see in this. And how it is different or what exactly differently takes place in neurodivergent kids, that also we are going to take place. See, now the baby, once the baby is born, it develops. The moment he is born, I think before that also, here let me talk about little bit about the prenatal hearing, the importance of that. When the baby in the womb of the mother is around 20 weeks of gestation, when I say 20 weeks of gestation is around 4 months, when he is end of the fourth month, when he is in the womb of the mother, that time the internal sense organ of hearing, that is called as cochlea, is fully developed. Okay, fully developed. That's why we always say ki talk good to your child, go on talking with your child. Your baby listens to you, he responds, and sometimes we see also there is when something goes on, some good sound, some surrounding sound comes, the kick of the baby increases, or sometimes all these things we notice. That means it's a definite, you can say, the proof that the child hears in the womb of the mother, because the cochlea is fully developed. So it continues till the delivery of the mother. The baby is out. That time he is very much fully, you can say, ready to grasp informations and knowledge from the surrounding. Okay, so what exactly happens as the baby grows? He keeps on listening, or he keeps on hearing the things from the surrounding. Okay, why I am saying hearing, because hearing is a biological phenomenon. Whatever, suppose this clapping I am doing, I am able to hear it, but I can say that this is the sound of a clap. That means I have the past experience. I know, I have the knowledge that this sound is the sound of the clap. But when the tap is open, the water tap, we get to know, hey, the water tap is open. We say that. See, only hearing will not help, but associating with the knowledge that this is the sound, but this is the sound of the water when the tap is on, that is called as listening. That means hearing with experience, hearing with knowledge, understanding is called as listening. So from day one, the baby's listening skills, they keep on increasing. So when the baby hears the outside sounds or outside speech, the outside speech means the speech from the surrounding, the mother's voice, father's voice, caretaker's voice, and everything, his experience, his understanding go on increasing, and there the baby starts making sounds of his own also. So there is always an auditory feedback loop is formed. Okay, when he has to respond to his own sound, and when he responds to the external sounds, the external sound stimuli which are coming, and understanding. And through that, this auditory feedback loop, the child goes on increasing. His speech, his understanding, his comprehension, his skills of listening, they go on increasing. Okay, and that is definitely a thing. Now I will not talk more about anatomy, physiology or something, but in brief, if you have to give, there is an area called as Wernicke's area in the left hemisphere of, that is the left brain, that is responsible for comprehension of the language, that is reception of the language. And there is called as Broca's area, that is responsible for the expression of the language, that is speech. So there is always the neuronal circuits are well formed. They keep on getting formed, better and better it becomes as the baby grows. Okay, and here I would like to, and then this is the way the baby grows. Here I would like to tell, there is something somewhere goes not worked upon or lagging in certain areas, called as these blockages, get formed when the child show the traits of neurodivergence. Okay, and especially when he is on spectrum. Okay, there is lot of difference that you get to see between the understanding of the language and the speech. Okay, somewhere somehow this auditory feedback loop doesn't get completed, or there are certain blockages remain in that, because of which we see to it there is lack of two-way verbal communication, in lack of establishing two-way verbal communication in the children with neurodivergence, with autism, or maybe related conditions. So this is where the neurotypical, you can say, children and the neurodivergent children, they differ in these aspects. Certainly what happens when there are certain blockages like that, then we have 5 senses. So in general, the visual sense is the most dominating sense, okay, of all. That 80% of the knowledge from the surrounding is grasped by the visual sense. And because there are certain blockages where the child is, it is difficult for the baby to absorb the knowledge, to convert it, code it, decode it, and convert it into speech or expressions. Okay, that time what happens? The dependency on the visual seeking, it increases in the child. Means you will see that the neurodivergent kids or the children on spectrum, they are innately very good visual seekers. Means what? You see to that a 2-year-old child, and he tries to grasp information from the surrounding. He likes to touch everything. Okay, and then we say he is very active or he is hyperactive in certain things. So why is he doing that? When there is these blockages come where the child is not able to grasp the knowledge and expresses accordingly, his outcomes, the speech outcomes are hampered. And that time his dependability on visual seeking increases. He tries to get connected with the world through the sense, the dominating sense of vision, and then again the things go wrong in that sense. And the actual sense which has to be developed, that is called as auditory sense, that remains unworked or untouched in case of children with neurodivergence. And this is the way why the speech development, this is the reason why the speech development differs in neurotypical children and in neurodivergent children. Okay, this was all about this second video. Let us meet in the next video soon. Hari Om, Shri Ram, Ambadnya.